for someone who's young, right? Someone in their 20s, they've just gotten a job, or someone in their 30s who are still, trying to they're still in their early employment years. Do you have any advice that you can give them on, what kind of investment they should make, how they should view employment, and
I view the employment as the first part of creating discipline, and there's nowhere money will go without the discipline, and people always underrate that. And I have always said, even my own kids, they started off with being employed. My own daughter went on, when she went to the university, she finished the university in France. I set her to be employed as a wine distributor in France.
Okay.
Then she learned the culture, she was able to communicate and learn the language of that place. When my son finished university, I sent him to Vivo for 4 years. He was working with them. Then the discipline to him, he knows that you got to wake up this time. There is a respect of that hierarchy, and that is what I believe that as a youngsters is good to employ them, to have that employment. But if it doesn't come, there must be a way, even yourself, you can be able to run from others, that this, I need to do it. And I feel that for the youngsters, what I can say is the major thing is take one thing and do it so well that at the end of the day, it earns you what you need to. And treat it like a business that, fine, create value. Keep your books of accounts properly. Because a lot of that, even the push of the government of paying tax, is not a bad thing, Brian. Because at the end of the day, a business is only worth the tax you pay.
That's true.
Yeah, because when you go to sell, and one thing that I did not do in my years, we paid good taxes, but I did not go creating a green corner, 2, 3, 4, 5, and later a brand and selling it as a brand. And my mind was not into that. It kept on changing into something else. But when I look back, I could have created a big value if I created it up and sold. So for the youngsters, I would say create it and create it so well that at the end of the day, if you want it and say, fine, I will exit this business after this number of years, or after it reaches this value, and I go and create another one. So to the youngsters, I would only want to encourage them one thing. There is always, in this market, there is always a way of getting to the next level.
Yeah.
And also the main thing is trust. Build trust in what you do. If you borrow money, to make sure that it is paid, whether it's bank or individual. I can tell you myself, when I began, is some of the older people who are with me, who I used to borrow money from them, and lucky enough that those days the trust was the main thing. And yet they charged a higher interest, but I paid. Sometimes it was painful to pay, but I paid until I got to a point now. I had no interest on borrowing from private. I went to the banks. But even today, one thing that I always say, make a loss by keeping your word, but you'll go too far. You'll go far.
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing that you can ever have. Yeah.
And it's very important, because then even in business, right? That's how opportunities come in.
Yes, the opportunity can keep on knocking to you, because they know that you can be able to do it and you can keep the word.
Your word.
Yeah. And that is something that has disappeared a lot
That's true.
In Kenya. That we have
trusting someone, even a simple job like a plumber coming to your house to fix.
Yeah.
You're still skeptical.
Yeah, that you have to lock all the doors so that he doesn't take this.
Thank you so much for watching that highlight video. If you want to watch the full conversation that we had on the game drive, click here. I'm going to put it here. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, or even share with anyone who would be interested in this conversation. It helps my channel and it helps me make more videos like this. Asante. Bye.